I know it's not time for one of my cool girl hobby videos, but I just finished reading this, and forget about the other book I recommended in my last video. Put that on the back burner and put this on the front burner. You know those books that just kind of leave you in shambles after and you kind of have to stare at a wall for a couple minutes? Yeah, this is it. This is one of those books, and this has been on my list for a very long time. At first, I was kind of like, okay, this book is gonna be like predictable, sweet, a love story. Like, I know what happens at the end because it's one of those stories that's like each chapter is like present, past, so it goes back and forth. So I was like, okay, I already know what happens, but like what's the point? What's the point? Like, is there a plot twist or whatever? Like, I went into this book pretty blind. Like, I didn't even read the back of this book. I just knew that it was a love story. Back in World War II. I highly recommend going into it blind. Like, I'm not going to say any spoilers, obviously. And it's only worth it. Like, you'll only know it's good until you get to the ending. Because while I was reading this, I was kind of like, okay, this book doesn't need to be that long, I don't think. Like, not that it's a long book. It's only like 430 pages, I think. 430, 420. So it's not that long. But at some points, you know, when books just kind of are like, okay, like, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Everything makes sense once you get to the end. And I feel like that's with a lot of books. But especially with this one, I was just kind of like... And I was starting to get to the end of this right before I had a meeting at 2:30 and with my boss. And it was right when something pretty tragic happened. Of course, I was tearing up and I was like, damn. Like, I don't want my boss to think I'm crying in the club, but like, I am. And I can't let her know that I'm reading on the company's time. But yeah, okay, I did for a little bit. Sue me. I just wanted to read a couple chapters and I got carried away. Wow. This is, okay, one of the things that I love about this, 2 love stories in one. Did I favor one more than the other? Yes. Scarlett and Jameson, I think that is like one of the cutest love stories I've ever read about in my whole entire life. Period. Okay? Such a cute love story, so sweet, and the way that Jameson loves her is so... Like, he's book boyfriend material. Like, I fell head over heels for him. Same thing with Georgia and Noah. Okay, they're cute too, but like, that's like modern day. Scarlett and Jameson are the World War II lovers, and Scarlett is Georgia's great grandma. I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads, and the only reason I gave this 5 stars is because of how amazing the ending is, and I didn't see it coming at all. Maybe some of you guys will. Also, I fall in love with books very easily. Like, it doesn't take much. Like, literally, it was the ending that got me. Throughout this book, I was like 3 to 4 stars, you know, like, it's a good book. Obviously, I kept reading it only because I wanted to know what happened at the end. And I was just in awe of their love, of Scarlett and Jameson's love. I thought it was just the sweetest thing and the cutest thing and so genuine and raw and beautiful. Like, now I feel like an idiot for telling you to read Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Not that that's a bad book. That is more like lighthearted and like cute. Some parts of that book, that it was kind of depressing, but like, this is like a whole nother level of just like, let me just kick you while you're down. It's a happy, sad book, but it will make you stare at a wall for 5 to 10 minutes. And that's how you know when a book is good. Like, when you just kind of have to remove yourself and then you have this out of body experience and you just kind of stare at the book. Rebecca, if you're watching this, oh yeah, Rebecca Yaros, if you're watching this, girl, you're like talented in the romance world. Like, forget about Iron Flame. I couldn't even finish that. Not because of your writing, just because I just got bored, okay? There are some things, Rebecca, about this book that I didn't really enjoy. The love scenes weren't my favorite, and I don't know why. Usually they don't make me uncomfortable, but these did. It was just some of the verbiage used that I was like... I also listened to this on an audiobook as well, like when I was driving to work. So like, some chapters I read and then some chapters were audiobooks. And a lot of the love scenes were listened to on an audiobook, and using the word length to talk about, you know, was interesting. That made me very uncomfortable, and I had to tell my boyfriend immediately after, and he got very uncomfortable by that. But if I'm in it, I have to bring someone else down with me, and it was him. So that was the only thing where I was like, I don't want this. So I skipped some of it. But other than that, beautiful, wonderful, 5 stars. I would definitely read this again when I'm older. Like, once I'm retired, I'm definitely going to pick this book back up again. And that's it.